Good evening, all. I'm happy to have you here. Let me see if I can show my face. Okay, I tried.
Okay,
Um,
you have 8 now.
yeah.
Hello, Ricky
So
Costa.
happy to have you. Hi. Is it my voice or because I think that there is some of funny sound that come? Can you hear me well? Can everybody hear me well?
Yes.
Okay,
Hear
great,
you.
great.
I can't see you too
All right.
well.
All right, great. So I'm happy to have you here, although in my block we are dealing with a lot of noise, helicopter all around, just in case you hear some noise. We're talking about that way
Going
before
in and out,
we
Miss
start
Antoine.
the meeting. So we hear some noise. Hopefully you all get the minutes, but I think maybe Miss Button, yeah, Button has an issue. Maybe
Miss
we might not
Antoine,
be able to vote on the minutes right now because I don't think that you have
Miss
a chance
Miss
to
Miss
Miss
submit.
Antoine,
Antoine.
you're
Say it
breaking
again.
up.
You're breaking up
I am breaking up.
Yes.
Oh,
and you're blurring out.
okay. So let me close some of the browser, some of the thing on the browser. Is it better now?
Now we
Hello?
can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you now.
You can hear me? Okay, great,
You're
great.
still breaking up though.
Oh
You're
boy.
breaking up. You have to log off and log back in.
So you want me to log back in? Let me try that.
Yes.
Let me come back in.
Carol,
Yes.
I got a funny feeling her computer died.
I hope not. No, it must have
No,
not have because her name is still here.
that she means she didn't log out. She has to totally log out and then reinitialize again.
She said she was going to turn off some of the other stuff she had. So maybe
She logged out. There's the log back in. Hopefully she'll be able to.
I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I hope that you all received the agenda. I will, so I will go quickly with my report as the chair, and then we will go to the fun stuff. So I met with a couple of people for the different projects that people talked about. And those projects are things that we will be talking about later on, that we will be working on. I also follow up with the members with the link after
Okay, you're
the
still breaking
stewardship
up again.
portion. Okay, so let me cut the video because can you hear me
Yeah,
better
cut
now?
the video.
Yes.
Yeah, so I cut my video. Yeah. Okay. Um, so I will be following with that up with that because I sent some links for the stewardship program. I don't know if people received them. Those things we'll be talking about that later on. And I have some project that we'll be discussing. So today, really, what I would love for the members is to participate and to commit to some of the things that we'll be discussing. So the report is not that long today because we will be really talking about project, hands-on project that we will work together to kind of have our parks being like beautiful. And in addition to that, I emailed some members asking for numbers. Thanks for everyone who replied to me. If you didn't give me your phone number, this was required by the chair. Follow up with me and send me your phone number or send it to Miss Button so we can have a complete list. Last but not least, if you never receive an email from Miss Button and you are on this chat, please let us know so that she can follow up with you and correct the email in case there is anything. This concludes my report for today, and we'll move to the next item of the agenda. If there is any question from me, I will take the question before we move to the next item of the agenda. Once again, my name is Miss Antoine. I'm the chair for the Parks and Beautification Committee. Our meeting is on the first Tuesday of every month at 7:30. Any question for me, I will take it. If no question, we'll move to the next item of this agenda. Hearing none. Okay, so let me move. The unfinished business that we will be talking about now is the follow-up on the super stewards orientation that we had in June. I don't know if people received the link that was sent. If you read the link, if you fill out the survey, and if you want to move forward with this training and be part of it. So now I will give you the floor and I want to hear from you. Did you follow up? Did you have any feedback for that training, any update, or if there is anything else that you want to do as a follow-up from that um, training or orientation that we had with the people from the parks who came last month. You have the floor now. I'm taking questions. Any question or feedback? And if you didn't receive the survey, or yes, Miss Bennett, yes, you have the floor.
Yes, they said they had a couple of programs that were open to us. Maybe you can fill us in again on it.
Say it again.
They had a few programs. They said that they were going to be open to the residents to participate, in like the tree pruning, the beautification of the area and the parks.
You send that email. I think that an email was sent with those information. I will resend that email. I'm not sure that everybody received that, but I will
No, I
resend that information. Yeah.
don't
So
think
you
I
did
did.
not receive. So meaning that you did not receive anything after that training from me, right?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, okay. So I will look for that after that.
In my email.
I have your email.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else who didn't receive anything or did you fill out the survey after that training? Or do you have any question that I can relate to whoever presented on that day? So I have decided to send this link again.
I'm trying to send it now.
Okay, thank you so much. And I know that couple of members as well, like I know Miss Yolanda mentioned some other trainings that are good also for our committee, and I will make sure that I send that to you as well. I mean to all the members in case you want to participate, then you can do so. Because there is so many things out there as that we can, like free trainings that we can have that can assist us in making our parks beautiful. So I want you to be aware of that in case you need to take that training. And I know that I have a lot of forms as well, resources that I sent to Miss Button. Maybe you didn't get a chance to send that, where people will know, the rights, what they can do, what they cannot do. Okay, so really important. Uh, yeah, I have a background noise. Miss Button, can you mute whoever is talking? All right. So in terms of trainings, I think we covered that. Ms. Button will send the information to everybody, including anything that you didn't receive before.
Got it.
Okay. Uh, Anybody want to do any report, anything that you want to report before we move forward with the agenda? Anything that any committee members would like to report on before we move forward with the rest of the agenda? Because I have a lot of new business to cover. Anybody? All right, so let me do a quick roll call. I will just call the number or the name that appears on the screen. All you have to do is to say hello and give your name. So I have Adele Bennett.
Hello, Adele Bennett, committee member.
Thank you. I see Bride DeCosta. Oh, let's call you Bride. Bride DeCosta, Ms. DeCosta.
Yes, I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Yeah, just say hello and give your name. That's it.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
doing
yes.
it.
Bree DaCosta, I'm here. Sorry. My kids are talking.
Yes. George Ted.
Yeah, good evening, all. This is George State, board member, committee member.
Hi, nice to meet you. I like when you're here. I have Ricky DaCosta.
Yes, Ricky DaCosta here.
Hi, nice to have you here. Sabrina Sandy.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, nice to have you
Quick
here.
question. I'm so sorry. It's been quite a while since I've attended a meeting, but I was wondering, is my status committee member or just general?
Miss
You want to
Barbara
join?
Wilson.
I had put an application in before. I just haven't attended meetings in a while.
Okay,
But
then you were removed from the attendance list.
okay.
So just have Ms. Frazier resubmit your application, or you resubmit it, and you'll be re-added to the committee list.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Miss Sandy. I have Kayla Osborne. Kayla, I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. Kayla.
Hi, my name is
Hi.
Kayla. I am representing Assembly Member Brian Cunningham's office. So I'm just here on behalf of him. I'm sorry, I'm with my son. I'm just here on behalf of him. Nice to meet
Okay,
you all.
nice to meet you. So I have Guy Lewis. Hi, can you please introduce yourself? Okay, so maybe that person is muted. So we move on to Miss Jackie. Thank you. Jackie William? Hello? Is it me or can people hear me?
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
was,
I can hear you.
all right, so maybe Miss Jackie is muted. So I have someone, Miss Anne. I don't have the last name, but I see Anne on the screen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ann Hudson,
Oh,
committee member.
okay, I have you on my.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you
Okay,
are
Jackie
welcome.
Williams. Good evening, everyone. Committee member.
Hi, Miss Jackie. I was scared. I'm like, I didn't hear your voice. So
I was muted.
Yeah, so I think I call everybody. If your name was not called, you can let me know, but I think that I called on everybody. Um, so now let's move to new business, the fun thing. At the last meeting, I spoke about children project, and I think I have to thank Miss the Costa for being really a good advocate for the beautification of children park project because she was at least I think the first one who provided me with a list of things that need to be done. Thank you so much. And I thank also Miss Turner, Miss Williams. They also reach out and tell me what I needed to know about Children Park. And now there is a project that will start for spring 2023. And I'm working with New York City for Parks so we can kick off this. This will involve painting of, the children playground and some other areas that need to be done. In order for us to do that, in addition to Ms. DeCosta, which provided me with a lot of support, I would like to know, I know Ms. Jackie, Ms. Turner, I would like to know who else would like to be involved in this because we are also reaching out to the education committee to have some youth being involved in that project. So I wanted to know in our group, who else would like to be involved in this project? Because I know everybody cares, but some people would like to be part of it. Anybody else would like to be involved in the beautification of Children Park?
Hello, I would like to be involved. Could you say which date was being?
For
Okay,
now, we don't have a set date because we are still talking about, who will be involved, the material that we will need, including painting, gloves, and everything. So we
okay,
don't have a date yet, but we are forming a committee of people who can kind of be part of this group to
okay,
give ideas. Any ideas is welcome, but we want to have a small committee. So I will add your name to the list, and I
yes,
know for sure Miss Williams is part of it. Sure, Miss Williams. I know Miss DaCosta. I can, I can have someone else to replace her because she provided so much input. So now I am putting Miss um, Anne and Miss Jackie is already on the list. So this is for
okay. I'm
children
sorry. So if I could say something, as long as the
Mhm,
physical thing that we have to do is not immediate,
mhm.
I would definitely want to be involved because I have a problem with my leg. I still
Okay,
have that problem with my leg. It's healing very slow. I'm sorry. Um
okay,
I don't want to take too much time from the committee thing, but I would definitely want to be involved. But and as long as the physical thing that we have to do is
mhm.
not something immediate that needs to be done
Yeah,
immediately,
yeah,
I would love
sure,
to
sure.
participate. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
because
Thank
participation involve like giving ideas, and if we have to have the young people, participation will also involve some people will be around as adults because I anticipated that we will have kids who would like to participate because we're also working with the Brooklyn Public Library to see if we can have some youth involved. So you don't have to be like physically involved, but at least I'm trying to have a group of adults to be with me on that project. That will be fun. So,
Okay, that sounds good. Yes. Uh-huh.
thank you. Any other
Okay.
idea? I'm
Mrs.
taking ideas. Yes,
Mrs. Antoine,
yes.
this is Bree DaCosta. Do you still have me on the list to help with this?
Oh, definitely,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, because I know that you are the first one who provided a list of ideas that we took into consideration in our meeting for Children Park. So I definitely want your help uh, at those meetings. However, you can contribute, that would be very appreciated, much appreciated, because it's a lot of things to do on Children Park. We'll not be able to do everything, but if people can, send me ideas, that would be, a good thing, because I'm still taking ideas. Thank you so much. So I have you on my list.
Good
Definitely.
night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think that on behalf of the member, our team would definitely be more than willing to more than willing to help if you were to just email me more information on what exactly you're looking for and about how many people you need. That would be helpful for us. So I'm gonna leave my email in the chat box.
Okay. Definitely. Thank you so much. I will be definitely in touch with you because I know I visited that park. It's not in good shape at all. So, and I want the
Yeah.
kids in the neighborhood to have a place that they can call, their playground. So this one that I saw, this is not appropriate for the kids in our neighborhood. So I will make sure that I get in touch with you to kind of see how we can collaborate and, to have something that we can be proud of for our kids in our neighborhood. Thank you. Anybody
Miss
else?
Antoine, Miss
Yes,
Antoine,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's George. I didn't hear you mention my name, but I did say that I would participate in that.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. So I have your name. Hold that book. Okay. Thank you so much. And between this week and next week, you will all receive an email with the name of the people who said that they want to participate. And if I put your name by mistake, please let me know that you didn't, volunteer to participate. And so we can move forward with this project. Thank you so much. So now, if there is no other question on this, yes, someone is talking? No? Okay. Let's move now.
Well, I do have another, not regarding Tilden Park, but I have a concern about a park in the neighborhood. So I don't know if this is a good time to bring it up or should I wait till, because
Yes,
we're still in new business, right?
yes. We can wait for on number 7. We have it's a new business, but it's a different project that we will talk about. So on number 7 of the agenda, so you can wait for that fun part. Okay, on number 7, we'll come to that soon. It's still a new business too. Okay.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, this is new business, what I'm talking about. So it will
Yeah.
be number 6.
It was number 7. Yeah.
Eh?
It's a
No,
new business, but you stick with new business. Yeah.
the, the, the
Yeah.
agenda that I'm looking at says new business number 6.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
So it should have
yeah,
been number 6 too, but
yeah.
it's a separate
Okay,
unit. Thank you. Thank
okay.
you.
So can I bring up my concern about the park, or should I wait till
No, you
the?
can wait. You can wait. I'm coming to it. Okay. And you will be the first to be called on. Are you hearing me something? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear? No, I said that I have you on my list and you will be the first one that I will call when I reach this part of the agenda. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's move to CB17 Open Park, Open Space Beautification Project. So last week or a couple of weeks ago, one of our member, which is our new ADM, by the way, congratulations, Miss Gordon, which reached out to me and with a beautiful project where she saw an open space in the neighborhood that needs beautification. From that, she reached out to me and asked if there is any way that committee members can, do a project if they see a place that needs beautification. For that, I reached out to New York City for Parks, and they actually said yes, it's okay for people to, if you see an open space that needs some beautification, you can actually, be part of a project to do the beautification of this open space. However, you can form a group of 2 with 2 or 3 people, and then you can reach out to them and say, here I am, I have a group with 2 or 3 people, we need an okay to do this project. So I just wanted to share this information with you, and I can also follow up on that because you can receive some training just for the beautification of an open space, a small open space that, like Miss Gordon, sorry, wanted to do for Ralph Avenue and Church Avenue. I don't know if Miss Gordon, if you want to speak about that area that you saw, that
Yes.
needs some beautification. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little triangle area. And as a matter of fact, it's actually named um remember the name? I think it's called um George something. But it actually has no, it actually has like a name on a plaque there. In any case, I just thought it would be just so nice to plant the daffodils that we got during the Christmas season, and we had a lot of the bulbs. So I thought it would be nice to just have a sprinkle of yellow daffodils in that area for the spring. And I have one and two neighbors two neighbors who are willing to come out there and help, plant, plant the buds.
Okay, great, great. Thank you. Because with the two neighbors, what I would like you to do, I will follow up with you because there is a partnership volunteer group that they will fill out. And then that will be sent to the park manager so we can have the okay for this project. So I will follow up with you so we can have the name of the 2 or 3 people who would like to volunteer. So when people still doing something, they will know that you have the okay from the park department to do whatever project you are doing.
That's right.
Yes. And then if anybody
Excellent.
else, yeah, if you are looking at your any open space in your area and you think that needs to be to have some, that need to be beautiful, you can let me know as well, and I can do the same. I can reach out to New York City for Parks and ask how we can move forward with that because this is our park. We can work to make it beautiful. Thank you, Miss Gordon. And if anybody else want to ask me any question about that, we can talk about it. Any question on that? Thank you, Miss Gordon. Question? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Would we need to get official permission if you wanted to plant the areas like outside of our houses, where they plant the tree, where the city plants trees and so on? Do we need permission to improve those areas, to plant the
Yeah.
bulbs around the trees and so on? Would
Yeah.
we need to get, or
Yeah.
could we just go ahead as neighbors, or and just plant up those outside areas? I'm not clear about that.
Some documents that I sent out. Miss Button didn't get a chance to send it out, but we can send that again. This document provide you with the rules and regulation in terms of community, planting. So how far can you go, what you can do, and what you can't do. But in general, you need permission. Like at least you need to be aware that anything that you will be doing outside of your house is, the public area. You need some type of permit or someone need to give you an okay. So that's the general rule. But I will send again this document that gives you an idea of how far you can go from your home to know that you are, while you want to do something good, you are not doing something that is detrimental to your own self. So I will resend that document again. But I
Okay,
would
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Anybody else want to say something? I think I heard something. No? Okay. So that's the general rule. General rule will be like, you can see that something needs to be done. Better to reach out to myself or to the board and to kind of get it, permission from someone to do whatever needs to be done. Although you have good desire or good um, you have good intention, but you just need to have this, okay from someone. So for the project that Ms. Gordon just mentioned, the park manager is aware of it, so we'll be working on that. So if you see Miss Anne, if you see anything that needs to be done somewhere, feel free to email me, and then we can follow up on that because we want to do the right thing. Thank you.
That's right. I also wanted to mention, I just saw it that That area actually is called Green Streets. It actually has a name, that little patch. I didn't even know that, but it was in wanting to beautify it that I discovered that it literally had a name. So we want to beautify Green Streets.
Okay, Green Street. Yeah, I see
Yes.
that in this. Yeah, it's on the email. Really, you're right. Yeah,
Yup.
yeah. You're right. You're right. So
Yeah,
thank you. So Green Street will be green at some point, right?
You know, that's right.
Thank you. Okay. So if there is no question, we'll
yeah.
move to the
As
next.
I may I ask, where's the exact location we're talking about, Miss Gordon?
Sorry.
Where is the location of this little area that you're?
Um, at Ralph Avenue, Ralph and Church Avenue.
Oh, okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so we will try to do some work on that area. Thank you, Miss Gordon. And really feel free because I don't know all the areas. I don't know all the parks. So I'm trying to learn them. I'm trying to visit them. So you are my eyes over there, and you can let me know what really needs to be done. So thank you so much. I don't want to take too much time with this item. We'll follow up with that. So let's move on to the graffiti cleanup project. That's another project that um I'm working with the 67 precinct. We are in the beginning stage of it. No date yet. So I was told that this is a project that our committee did at some point in the history. So I'm happy to do it again this year. I'm waiting for um, the 67 precinct to get back to me. They wanted me to commit for February, but I canceled because our meeting, was today. So I can't do something without consulting with the committee and have anybody want to be involved, being involved of it. So now we are waiting for a date in March so we can do the graffiti cleanup. So that all I can report on that area. Anybody want to be part of it? I also welcome part of it. Because this is my first time doing it as well. So I have no idea. I will be working with the precinct, but maybe some of you have already done it. You have some idea that you can share with me. I will wait to hear from you. Ted, are you familiar with the graffiti removal with our committee? Is it something that was done when you are like a chair of this committee, Mr. Ted?
Uh, we didn't do anything with the precinct
Okay.
last year when I was chair.
Okay. But are you familiar with the graffiti cleanup with our committee?
Graffiti? No, I know if it's happened, but I don't know if the CV17 has been involved in it. I know the precinct has been doing it over the last couple of years, but I don't know of any CV17 involvement in
Okay,
it.
so okay, you are involved. Anybody else? Um, I'm just trying to see if someone else was involved in it, if you have any input on the graffiti cleanup with CB17. Nobody else? So, for now, we will leave the Green Thumb Community Garden for now in our agenda. I want to ask you for permission because we have a lot to cover on number 7, which is a new business as well. So I want to ask you, anybody want to give a motion to move that item for next month? If anybody wants to give to have a motion to move the Green Thumb Community Garden from the agenda from this agenda to next month, so we can discuss that.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Berla?
Yeah, there is something on the agenda that we want to move to the next meeting to discuss because I want to move. I don't have a lot to report on that from the new business for the Green Thumb Community Garden. So I'm trying to ask for anybody to make a motion to move that item to the next agenda to the next agenda for March because I don't have a lot to report on
A
that.
motion to move it till next, for the next agenda.
Okay, anybody second?
I
This
would
is
like to
Bree
second that.
Takata. I'll second. Oops,
Okay.
go ahead.
I'll second.
Oh, thank you, because I didn't want to do that without your permission. All right. So now I'm happy to bring the what is a new business. This is number 7 on our agenda, but it's a new business. So I received a lot. When I said a lot of requests for issues in the parks, from no light to the park, parks not being clean, and all of that. So I think in order for us to capture everything, we need to have some data. I need you as a community members, and the public will also be invited to email or text. You will tell me however you think that is okay. I need people to email me what they see in the park that need to be done. There is a meeting that I will have with um someone from the parks department, not someone, more than one. So we want to vet the issue that we are seeing in our park. So I don't want it to be like, there are issues, but I want the members, including members from the community, to tell me what is the issue. So I put my the committee email in the chat, and you also have my email, and you have CB17 email. So what I want people to do is to start telling me the park that they are close to or the park that they know. You can start now. That's what we'll be doing now. And I will start piling a list of issues, regardless of the issue. You don't know if this will be an issue that they will address. However, I need to know the issue, and we need to present the data saying here are the issues that members are complaining about. Anything in the park or around the park, those are the issues that we need to present. So the data collection will be by community members, committee members, board members. So when you send me the data, you just put the location, the geographic area, so I know. So if you tell me, for example, Green Street, I might not know where it is. So you will tell me the parks on this street and that street, and that is the better way of presenting the data. So the deadline for this report is March 17. So from today until March 17, there is an opportunity for everybody to tell me what is wrong in the park. The committee is part and beautification, meaning that we need a park that is safe. We need our parks to be beautiful. We need to be able to sit in our park. We need garbage to be picked up. We need a lot of things. We need sign that said, come after your dogs or things like that. So that's your opportunity to tell me what is happening in the park. Second thing that I will say, you need to tell me as well if you need to have a group chat, WhatsApp group, whatever you want. How do you want to share the information with me? Do you want to take pictures of whatever the issues are, and send that to me? So the email is in the chat. So now here is your opportunity. I know, Mr. Tate, you are the first one that will speak, and then I open the floor to everybody. I know we have issues, but we need to have that, we need to compile that, and I can put that nicely, and I can sit in a meeting and tell someone, here's the issue, fix that. So, Mr. Tate, you are first.
Okay. Good evening again, everyone. Okay,
Good evening.
my concern is a little concern I have. Okay, because in my opinion, we don't have enough parks and playgrounds available to the youth in our community. And at one of the community board meetings, the principal at 109, I believe it was the principal of IS 109 over here on East 45th Street, she was lobbying that she wants to annex the Giarantano Park playground, which is on Farragut and East 45th Street. She wants to annex it to the school. Okay, meaning it would be property of the school. My concern with that is that if that happens, that means the kids in the area have one less playground to go to. Because if it's part of the school, no one can go in there while the school is in session. In addition to that, they will close it at a certain time of the day. And so bottom line, the park will be useless to the community. Okay, because that's what happened over here on East 42nd and at Farragut Road at the school over there. The park is not available unless the school is closed, and not always. It's not always open. So at the meeting, she mentioned that she spoke to the borough president, and there was some discussion whether or not the park belonged to the parks department or to the Department of Education. As far as I'm concerned, the Parks Department say it belongs to the parks. And I do believe that because IS 109 was a baseball field that they turned it into a school, which I have no problem with that because we need a school in the community. They already have 2 playgrounds connected to that. Now she wants to annex this part, and she brought it up. So I'm really opposed to that because it will be close, the one little park we have over here to our community. So I don't know if that was discussed with you, Miss. Excuse me. Yeah, Miss Antoine. I'm not sure if the chairperson of the board consulted with you on that, or I would like to know if anything came out about our discussion with that at the last meeting.
So remind me of the name of the school again, because I'm taking notes. What's the name of the
Is
school?
the school is IS 109, which is at East 45th Street between Glenwood and Farragut. And the park in question is Giarantano Park, Giaranto.
Mhm.
And it's a small park, but it's used. And that's on Farragut and East 45th Street.
Okay, so I am not aware of, this issue that you just brought up, but I just take note of what you said, and I'm sure that that will be part of the discussion that I will have with whoever I will be meeting with on the park. So that's a really big issue. But let me ask you a question. Around this same park, is there any other park that, just in case someone said, okay, this one is not open to the public, but there is the other one? Is there any other park that is close by this one that you just mentioned?
The only other park around here is Patagat Park.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it is Patagat Park, but this is a little playground that people that don't want to go to the big park, they used over there. Because I've been there with my granddaughter, and I've seen a lot of kids going there during the day. The principal implied, and she's a new principal over here, and she's not here on weekends. So that she implied that the park is not being used. It's not used in the winter, but it's used in the spring and in the summer. It's definitely used, and I don't see the need for her to need and to deprive the community of a park, which we don't have enough parking. Period in this district, and annex it to the school,
so
which
the main
would
idea is,
close everyone out. So at the
so the
last
main idea
community
is we
board
don't have
meeting,
any
she
park.
brought it up. Hmm? Excuse me?
Oh, no, no. So I get the main idea is, according to what you expressed, we don't even have enough park, and then this one that should be open to the public is not.
Right now it's open, but if
Mhm.
she gets her wish and annex it to the school, then it will not be open to the public.
But let me ask, can I just a quick question? I, is it okay if I ask a question now, or should I wait till?
Sure, you can go. You can go, Miss Gordon.
Is that Miss Gordon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't the school have a playground?
Yes, they do. They have a
So then
playground.
what's the issue? Why do they need the park as well?
That's my question, because they have a playground right next to it, right? And then on the other side of the school, they have a basketball court with it's a big space with a basketball court. So the park that I'm talking about is next to their playground. So what I guess what you want to do is expand the playground and annex it to the park to expand the playground. But from what she already went into discussion with some people, because she brought up the question that Borough Hall told her that it belongs to the Board of Education, but the Department of Parks said no, it belongs to the Parks Department. So I haven't heard anything else about it. So I just want to make sure that we are not surprised, and one day we go there and we see that without any discussion, without input from the community, that we can no longer use that playground because now it belongs to the school.
Okay, 100%.
Can I also jump in, George and Carlene? This is Bree DeCosta. I got on at the tail end of the call last month, and I heard her mention this. I think I share the same concerns as George, but also she implied that they were going to need funds to renovate the park, and I kind of have to take an issue with that because, there are other parks to me that should have priority over this particular park if it's just for her students, because we live near Tilden. My children play there. A lot of children play there, and that park is very dated. And I just feel like I don't want someone else to come in with a request, and then we get pushed to the side because that doesn't seem right to me and a benefit to the community.
Yes,
totally agree.
All right, so I take note of that. Any other issues? Because now I'm taking issues maybe for the next 5 minutes, and then you can send me the list of issues. I really want that because I can't meet with someone without the list.
I have. Can you hear me? This is Yolanda. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. My only issue is that if it's located on East 45th Street, then the jurisdiction would go to the next community board, 18, not us. So it's not within our jurisdiction.
No, that is not true. Farragut and East 45th Street is in our jurisdiction.
Where on 45th?
45th Street and Farragut Road is Community Board 17. All of Farragut Road is basically Community Board 17 until Kingside Way.
Yeah. And I think that's why she was at that meeting, because it was in our jurisdiction.
Yes, it is in our district. Our district, anything from the railroad track coming north, it belongs to Community Board 17. 18 is on the other side of the railroad track.
Okay.
It is happened that we have a park that is, or an issue that is not within our board. I think even if I meet with someone, they will let me know. But I think it's a good idea that you mentioned that. But if we are not sure and we still mention something, I believe that it can always be referred to someone else. If by mistake we provide an information that is not in our district or in our board. All right. Any other ideas? Because I'm taking ideas now, because I'm trying to compile ideas. So it will be whatever wherever you live. What did you see? Because our committee is an action committee. We need to do action. We need to kind of do things for our neighborhood. So that's what I want to take ideas from you, list of issues from you today, and we will keep, doing that until my meeting on with the people that can potentially assist.
Yes.
So what else?
Yes. How you doing? This is Ricky DaCosta. So my suggestion would be over at Tilden Park is to cut the weeds around the park a little bit more. Obviously, I feel like that's only maintained really just once a year, and that's during the springtime. They have been doing a better job, I should say. So I don't want to take credit away from the people who have been trying to do that, cutting down the weeds, because obviously curb appeal means a lot, especially trying to beautify the neighborhood, particularly the parks. So I would definitely say cutting the weeds down a little bit more at Tilden Park, but also if we could repaint the basketball court as well as the I guess the handball court. I personally
Mm,
like to go by the handball court over there, next to the basketball court, and play some tennis against the wall. And the
mhm,
the paint is pretty much stripped off. You can't really see anything. So and obviously I see a lot of other people coming there, as particularly when the weather gets a little bit nicer. Obviously coming, for recreational purposes, just to come and kind of, hit the ball against the wall and get a little physical activity. So just kind of repainting that handball court as well as the basketball court. I can get a little bit deeper, when in terms of just like a lot of the cracks that are still on the concrete of the basketball court, and even the open field, there's just an abundant amount of cracks, and obviously that requires more maintenance and funding, obviously, to repave that whole area, and hopefully potentially even putting some more grass in that area would be nice too. But for, mainly just cutting the outside part, the weeds down, and repainting, the basketball court and the handball court.
mhm.
So the grass I was talking about inside of the park or around as well.
Around the park,
Oh,
and obviously inside. Yeah, definitely inside could use some help as well.
Mm.
so I see Mr. Ted again. You have a
Yes,
question? Yeah.
yes, I just want to chime in on what Ricky was saying, because they promised us that they were going to fix those cracks on the basketball court, because eventually they want to redo the whole park, but that would be further later on. But they did promise, because we pointed out all those cracks, all the things that were needed when we met with the park. We walked them through there, and if they haven't done it yet, that means we do need to let them be aware that this was something that they promised us. Because they promised us to fill all those cracks so people will be playing basketball, and twisting their ankles over there. They did
Mm.
that, and they also said they were going to fix the sidewalk and Tilden Avenue near East 49th Street. I walked by there the other day, and I noticed they didn't do anything with it. So I don't think they kept the promise that they made to us last year.
Mm.
So I think when we approach them again, we need to remind them that this was some promise that they made and they have not complied with.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why we need to push, because sometimes, people will say that they will be doing things, and then they give the priority, like Mr. Costa just said, they give the priority to someone else. That's why we need to keep pushing so they can have us on the radar, so they can actually do it. Because if we don't say anything, meaning that we don't need it for real. So I need you really, any little thing that you notice, just tell us. So when we present, we can say, this park need this. You promised for Jordan. Who else can we reach out to? So at least we can start something. Even though after 2 years they don't finish, but at least they will do something. They will start something. But Children Park, definitely, I visited that. It's in bad shape from what I saw. So I don't know for the
Yeah.
other part.
I would definitely be more than happy to volunteer if we could repaint some of those areas.
Mhm.
If that's
I would.
Yeah. For Children Park, right?
that's correct.
Yeah, there is
Mhm.
a spring project that will be going on for children. Painting is definitely part of it. So I will keep you. I mean, everybody will know what's going on for after today. What the project that we start. We're doing what, but definitely children is one of the project that New York City for Parks is already working on that. So this, I don't know that they will be doing everything, but at least issues have been brought up. Thank you to Mr. Costa who brought up issues to me for children's work. Yeah.
Mm.
Any other parks or sitting area? Because after today, really, I want you to keep emailing me. I don't know, take my phone number. You can text me, send me pictures if you see a park with no light or a park, I don't know, with something that you think that should be on my list. Please send me that list. Let me put my cell phone on the chat. If you want to text me a picture, like some people that have done that. They text me picture of a park that is so dark. I'm like, oh my God, it's scary. So, I put my cell phone number. You can text me. If you take a picture, like Miss Gordon, done that. She took a picture of this green space. I'm like, oh, I know this space. So
Yeah.
if you see something, say something, because we don't want to be complaining. And when I sit with someone, I have nothing to say. So we
Mm.
need to, you know what I mean? So we need to be like, here is our data. This is what the members are saying. Let's fix that. So we need to advocate for our neighborhood. So,
That's
Miss
right.
Antoine, I'm sorry. When did you say this is due?
Not 17 March,
March
17
17th.
is June. Yes, because because I will be meeting with whoever can do something. But in order for us to push, we need to have things on paper. We need to compile things. We need to have pictures. We need to say, here it is. Members said this is what needs to be done. Instead of, oh, they told me. No, we need to have, we compile data. You don't need to live in that post. You can be, just walking around and see something, a pot that is
Mm.
not clean, a sitting area that, with trash on it. Send me that picture with the trash on it. And then take picture of the crossroad. Like, okay, this is London and Church, things like that. So I know when I sit with someone, I can say, this is what we need.
Mhm.
We don't want people to say, everything is right, and then I have picture with, garbage on the park, right? So,
Mm.
or a bench that is not, that people can sit on that bench because there is no bench kind of thing. So, anything.
Mm.
I put my cell phone on the chat. I put the CB17 email on the chat. And if you need to, after today, if you need to send me any information, any complaint, anything, do not hesitate to text 718-749-7752 or the long email for the Parks and Beautification Committee.
Mm.
Any idea before I let you go? A flyer will go out as well to the community with that email address where community members can also report anything that that is happening in the park that need to be changed. So if you have community members that you want to you want them to report what is happening in the park, and the city council can have this flyer on their at their office where people can email this email address and will say this is what needs to be done. And then at the meeting, I can present. And I know that, some councilmen probably will want to volunteer and contribute to that project. I don't want our park to look the way that they look. We want better sitting area or more, like Mr. Ted said, and clean area, like, some people mentioned before. Miss Sabrina said the school across from Portergate is PS 198. The school I was talking about is PS 109 on East 45th Street. So that is from
No,
Mr. Ted.
that was my answer to Sabrina,
Oh,
to
got it,
Sabrina's
got it. Oh,
question.
yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to know if there is nothing else that you will add to this new project. We have couple, but the new project that I really want your assistance with is to send me the list of issues after today. I know that, you will think about something and you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. Send that to me. My phone number as a text is okay. The email is also okay. Do you have any other idea before we adjourn this meeting? Anybody? Anyone?
Yeah. I was gonna say there's green space on Kings Highway in Remsen that needs some attention.
Miss Bennett, can you speak again? For some reason, I could hear you.
I said there's a green space, a large one, on Kings Highway and Remsen, right off of Linden Boulevard, right there, both sides. It needs some attention, because I think you remember where the gas station used to be. I don't know what they're going to put there. There's a green space there, but a lot of the cars tend to park on top of the sidewalk, and they're killing the trees. Some of the tree beds are killed and knocked down the trees. Can you hear me? Hello?
So I take note of that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Because you have this time, but I'm taking ideas now. I'm taking issues and complaint right now. But keep in mind that you will also have, some time to think about that and to email me, because I want to hear from everybody. I know that you saw something or someone something in your neighborhood. Anybody else? One, twice, going one, twice. Can I have, if nobody else has, if you have nothing to say, I thank everybody who made it today to the meeting. It was not easy for me because for some reason my internet was like in and out, but thank you for being so patient with me. I really appreciate that. At the next meeting, we will vote on the minutes because the minutes came late. We didn't vote on it today, but we will do that at the next meeting. At the next meeting as well, we have a lot to discuss because by that time, I will have a lot of issues from you and for the community members. I hope to see you at the general board meeting. And thank you again for your time and for being so patient with me. Can I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Who's
So
I?
much. It was thank you. So after today, you will receive some emails from me, and I will answer all your questions, but to the best of my ability after today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Okay.
also.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
great
good
night.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
I will follow up with you, Miss Yolanda.
Huh?
We'll follow up with you, Miss Yolanda. I saw that.
Okay, okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Antoine. Okay.
Thank you. Miss Button, can you stay for a minute? Can you stay?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I see that we have a last participant. I'm waiting for this last participant to exit. Maybe someone forgot to sign out.
I think she's still on mute, so she can't even answer back.
Can you take someone out? I know that we can do that on Zoom, but I don't know for this chat.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's on mute. She doesn't even know that we.
Oh, she's on the phone.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I can talk. It's not something serious. I know. I didn't want to vote on the minutes because I know that minutes came late. So when
When
you
I
said
went to
that,
send it out on Wednesday, I was like, because I always preview to make sure, because sometimes I'll have two and I want to make sure I have the right one. The last 3 pages of the minutes was gone. And then
Just
I,
like
I
when
get
you
into this thing in the house. I got a leak in the house, and I was just like, this is crazy.
I know, it's just like when you are in college, you're rushing to send a document, and then suddenly you are screwed. But that's
Yep.
fine. We can still vote that for the next meeting. We can do that
Okay.
on the next meeting. I
Yes.
didn't want to, I didn't want to push. When you said that you sent it, I know that I didn't get a chance to read it myself. So
Okay.
that's why I didn't want to vote on it. So we'll do it at the next meeting.
Well,
So
thank
I have,
you.
yeah. So there is some forms that I sent. I don't know if I have to send them to you again. It's one of the questions that someone asked about, where can people plant their trees and things like that. This was part of a bunch of paperwork that I sent to you.
But I
Um,
sent everything out.
no, it didn't come out. Mm-mm. Only one thing that came out, it was the agenda. I don't know if you said it with the minutes tonight.
No, I didn't send I didn't send the minutes with the reminder.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. You can send it again. That's okay with me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if you forget it, I can just send it to you because you said it's something that exactly the question that she asked is that this tell people how far they can go and do something without being in trouble. Type
Well,
of thing.
send that to me again and I'll send it to them.
Yes, so I will send it. So last thing before I let you go, I want to have a flyer for this project where community members can report issues. So can you draft anything? I mean, simple flyer, just like what I want from it is the number, like
You know
basically.
what?
Mhm.
Put what you want on the flyer because I wouldn't know what you want. But just put and I'll put it on a flyer and send it to you.
Okay, great, great. I will do that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much because
This way
I
I'll know exactly what you want, when you want it. Just send me all the information and I'll put it on the flyer.
okay, great. Last thing, do you think that I can give my cell phone to the community for that project? It's just a personal advice.
Um, you can, but I wouldn't. It'd be best if they just call the community board and leave a message with Sharif.
Okay, great. Okay, so I
I
will
mean,
give them.
even though
Yeah.
I've had chairs put their personal cell phone numbers on flyers.
Okay. So you don't think that is a good thing?
Not really, because you don't
Oh,
never know who's going to get it. They're going to have your name and your number.
okay, okay. So I will have the CB17 Parks email and I will put the CB17 official number for people to call.
Yeah, I have a copy of the logo.
Okay, great. Okay, so what I will send to you, it will be like, the basic thing that I need
Yeah, that's
on the
all.
flyer, and then, okay,
And then
thank
I'll
you.
put it on the flyer, send it back to you. And if that's okay, I'll send it to Sharif and she can print you up
Mhm.
copies.
Yes. Okay, great, great. And then that can be, anybody who can, because what happened? People reach out to me all the time with things. Oh, Miss Antoine, I'm like, you know what? Let's have everything on, one document and meet with someone and see what I can do because I can't do personal assistance. So everybody will tell me issue.
No.
It's
You'll be done drove yourself crazy trying to do that.
yeah. Every week I have like, oh, this issue, and even committee members they do that too.
No, I wouldn't.
No, so I'm like, you know what? Let's have everything on a project, and I can meet. I have people already waiting to meet with me, so I can tell them here is the list of issues, which one you can address. But I don't want to be like everybody will email me, and I have to email someone separately. It's too much.
Yeah.
But thank you for helping me.
You're
I
welcome.
always say that I will not be able to do it on my own. So if
Listen,
I did,
that's what I'm here for to help. So
I will follow up with you in that email. Thank you so much.
you're very welcome.
Bye.
Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I see the
Thank you.
helicopter stop.
Oh my God, they finally stopped. Yeah. I was scared. I'm like, What is happening in this neighborhood?
Well, see,
What
I
is
had
happening?
saw the news and I knew they were at Brookdale.